Hello there, everybody, and welcome back into the lecture. Now, in this lecture, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to show you how you can generate a content calendar using Google Bard. Now, this is something that you can also do using ChatGPT if you wish. Now, ChatGPT, I think, would do it a lot better, all right? But Google Bard can actually also be beneficial, except for in your questions, do not ask it big questions. Like, for example, I want you to give me the content calendar for a month's worth of content, because that's way too much. And it's just going to probably give you the content that you can publish for a week or two at the most, and it will refrain from telling you the rest. But here's how you can do this. First of all, you have to decide about your niche. Now, in my case, I am a digital marketer, affiliate marketer, also best-selling instructor, best-selling so many things. And so in your case, you have to decide what you are, right? SEO specialist, all of these things are what you are. And so when you go ahead and decide about basically creating a content calendar, you have to put in mind, well, what do I want to publish about and where do I want to publish? Those two questions are very important. What and where? Now, in my case, let's say, for example, I want to publish on LinkedIn and I keep track of a lot of posts. For example, the latest post that I posted here, and this is all AI, okay? This is all using AI. Now, this post is common SEO pitfalls and how to avoid them. And I could go, for instance, and read this. Now, the tool that actually helped me plan the calendar is artificial intelligence, and the tool that helped me create the content is artificial intelligence as well. So these actually, I have written it yesterday. So today's content is, for instance, I have to post a post, which is a case study of a successful social media campaign, and another post, social media stats infographic. And I have to post two articles. One of them is social media, a powerful tool in digital marketers' arsenal, and unlocking business potential with social media. Now, you might be perhaps not shocked, but you might be asking, well, what is the purpose? Why should we post in the first place? Well, for that, I just want to show you something here. Now, just in the past 7 days, I received 1,957 views on my content, okay? And that's just LinkedIn. I have Quora, I have Medium, I have other platforms. I don't have that many subscribers here, just 5,200. Growing, of course, growing exponentially, but I get visibility. I get people that basically visit my profile. And from them, chances are many of them will contact me, and many of them do actually. Many of them, I don't want to show you my message list, but many of them do contact me for business and for business inquiries. And part of that, big part of that is because I keep a posting calendar. And one of the ways that you can keep a posting calendar and to post on social media is, first of all, you have to create that calendar. Now, if you want to create this yourself, good luck. It's going to take you a long time. But if you use Google Bard, on the other hand, it's going to be very simple. So all you have to do is, like I said, who are you? Meaning that what's your field of expertise? What do you want to be known about as a figure or as a force figure or as a inspiration or influential person in that particular sphere of expertise? Then you have to decide where do you want to post. So if you want to post on LinkedIn, you have to create a content calendar for LinkedIn. Then again, if you want to create a new content calendar, for example, for Facebook to post on Facebook every day, you have to create a calendar for Facebook, but you have to do this separately. And you have to keep in mind who you are. So here, I'm going to say I am a digital marketing expert, and I'm looking, or I want to create a content calendar for my LinkedIn profile. I want to post one post a day and one article a day for the next 2 weeks. And I want you to devise, let's use some fancy words, devise a content calendar for that. And I can just hit enter, and it's going to start basically giving me or it gives it all in one shot. That's the difference between Bard and ChatGPT. So here, it has given me the content calendar for the entire 2 weeks. So I just have to scroll a little bit. It says on Monday, your post is how to create a mobile-friendly website. On Monday as well, the article is how to use email marketing to stay in touch with your customers. And if you're asking yourself, where do I put this? Well, actually, you can put this on an Excel spreadsheet because this is a table. So I'm going to copy this. I'm actually going to go to an Excel spreadsheet right here. I'm just going to open loosely a page. So I'm just going to delete those emails because I don't need them. And here I can paste this in. Now I have my content calendar, which I actually can go ahead and I can repurpose and make it better. So this is content for week 1. Now, of course, it didn't give us the content for week 2, which is expected of it. No, actually it did. It did. I'm quite sorry about that. So here it quite did tell us the content for week 2. All right, so that's what I missed. But let me just go back a little bit. All right, week 1. And now I have the content for everything, right? So for both weeks, now this should be a little smaller. This, on the other hand, should be bigger. This also should be bigger. And I could just drag all these like this in order to make them all the same size, kind of like this. And you can change the font. You can make this better. You can change it to Montserrat, to whatever you want. You can add color in here to showcase that this is, you know, okay, so here, let me go, for instance, pick this color. Now you have a content calendar and you can separate the weeks with something, with, for example, this or a different color. In this case, I'm going to choose green. This case, choose green as well. And you can just cut this like this. And now you have a content calendar for the next 2 weeks. And if you want to post something, you can just take the topic. For example, if you want to create a post for LinkedIn, and since this is a course about Google Bard, I'm not going to be using ChatGPT to generate the content for this content here. I'm going to say, I want you to generate a highly optimized LinkedIn post for the following topic. And I'm just going to add some hyphens, put the post there, boom. And wait a second, there you go. We're going to have a post. Now, I hope that it uses emojis as well. Now, it didn't, but I could tell it that. I could tell it, I want you to use emojis. I'm going to say redo the post, use emojis, and put hashtags at the end. And now we're going to have an entire LinkedIn post with emojis, with a hashtag at the end. All right, so here, yep. All right, so here's the post. Basically, made it smaller. And now you have a post. Now, similarly, if you want to write an article, all you have to do is to tell it that you want to write an article. Now, I would recommend you not to go through Google Bard when it comes to writing articles. You can ask it to generate the content calendar. That's all right. When it comes to text, ChatGPT is better, right? ChatGPT is a lot better when it comes to text. Anyways, right now I believe that you understand the power of such tools in order to generate content calendars. And by the way, you can freelance like this if you want. You can even sell these kind of services as a freelancer. You'll find over here that there are people who are selling the same service that I've preached you to do using Google Bard in this particular lecture. So the irony of it is, I know a lot of people, a lot of students, a lot of people in here that really miss or underestimate these AI tools. They don't know what they could be doing. Here, look, I will create a content calendar for your business, okay? And she's selling this at 65 bucks and people are buying. And at the time we're talking right now, she has 5 orders in queue. So she's got about, let's say, $350 in the tank right now. And of course, her standard package and premium package are much bigger. And all she does is what you've learned in this very lecture. All right, so I couldn't stress that enough. So here, basically, this is what she's doing. Basic content calendar for a 2-week-long content calendar for any social media. So if you're watching me right now, you could probably go and do this. Why not, right? So without further ado, I'll say this is enough for this lecture and see you in the next lecture. Thank you very much. Take very good care. Bye-bye.